Okay, we're going to look into this IPv6 or IP version 6 and see what it is. But we are not going to go into the technical element because this is more of an introduction. We already know why we need IP address. Okay, we have already covered that segment. Okay, basically everything that is connected to a network or an internet, the internet is also a very large network, need an address so that you can send or receive something, all right, data packet, all right, to or from that particular location, and this must be unique. Okay, so every of the device that is connected to the internet or connected to any network must have a unique IP address. Then in that case, why do we need IP version 6 or Internet Protocol version 6? Well, basically, the short answer is the version 4 that we have been using is limited. Well, it has a limited address and we ran out of IP address already. Okay, don't blame those guys, all right, those scientists that create IP version 4. All right, it's not their fault. It's just that no one actually predicted that the internet will be so massive. All right, previously we only connect computers to the internet. Right. But later on, we connect our telephone. We have the IoT, Internet of Things. We started to connect devices like web-based camera. Alright, we connect our home to the internet, and there are so many devices nowadays inside our home that is also connected to the internet. Alright, so if each one of them need a unique IP address, well, there just isn't enough for IP version 4 to give out this unique address. That is why IP version 6 comes in. Okay, IP version 6 give us a lot more address. Well, you can see down here, here's an example of IP version 6. It's definitely longer, and a very easy way to identify it is the format, or is they do not use the dot as the divider, alright, okay, but they use colon. So you can see all the colons here, right? So all these colon here will be used, okay, to segment the IP address version 6. The next question you will have is, will IP version 6 be enough? I mean, previously we thought IP version 4 is enough, right? But it turns out that it wasn't. Okay, so will IP version 6 actually be enough? Well, theoretically it is enough for the time being. Why? Because it is many times longer, or it's a lot longer than the IP version 4. But just like the people that develop internet protocol addressing, or IPs, or address, we do not know how the internet is going to evolve. But we definitely could not predict, right, 30 years down the road how the internet is going to evolve. But if we come to a day where IP version 6 is no longer sufficient, well, don't worry. Basically, we will just create a different version of the IP address, or a different way of addressing to uniquely identify every devices that is connected to the network. That is all. Alright, so technically, IP version 6 still does the same job as IP version 4. Alright, but now, okay, we need it because there are more devices. Okay, there are other benefit of using IP version 6. You can check it out inside your textbook, but alright, basically this is the basic concept of why we need it.